Hi, I'm Jerry. I had a question today on how to do embroidery and center it on a panel. A lot of times we'll do embroidery where we just drop it in the middle of the hat, so that's super easy. We just line up our design with the middle seam. But today we are going to center it on a side panel using our new brother and baby lock flat brim hat hoop. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of yellow, blue, green painter's tape, just a little bit of tape that has just a little tiny bit. We're just going to put it on here. Just put it on the panel that we're going to embroider on. Okay. Then we're going to get my pen ready here. So then we're going to measure from one side of the panel to the other. And we can see, and you can pick any spot just as long as you are consistent to get a middle point. So we can see my tape is lined up with the side panel, and it's also lined up with the middle seam. So we're at 3.5 inches, so our middle would be 1 3/4. So I'm just going to make a little mark. Okay, so we are done with our tape measure, and we are done with our pen. Now, what we're going to do now, since our new flat brim hat hoop is not a wide hat hoop, I learned this the other day. So what we're going to have to do is, normally we would take this and put it on the middle, and we would line up our middle of our bracket here with the middle of our seam. However, in doing that, since this hat hoop is not a wide hat hoop, we have difficulties if our design goes clear over here, just by the nature of how this design, how the hat hoop is designed. It would not allow me to get clear over in this section. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to simply pivot this brim over a little tiny bit. So since we want it on this panel, so see we have our middle marking for our hat hoop. I'm going to move this over just a little tiny bit and line it up with the first marking. Okay, and this will work out great. Okay, so we're going to hoop this just like we would. Okay, place this brim right along the brim of the hat so it is even all the way across. Okay, now we're going to hoop this on our hat hoop just like we would. Oh, normally I would have stabilizer on there, but we're going to pretend the stabilizer's on there. Okay, and that is now hooped. So again, instead of running it with the middle one here, with the middle up the middle of the seam, in order to get it so it will work, so we can embroider on this panel, all of the panel, with it not being a wide brim hat hoop, we just shifted this piece here, lined it up with like the one, I guess we're kind of in the middle, but we've just shifted it over. So we're going to put this on the machine. Okay, change spots with you. I have a design already pulled up, and I'm just going to scooch that back just so I can get it onto the machine. Okay, we're just going to hoop this on the machine like we would any other hat. Okay, so what we're going to use is we're going to use the live camera feature, which it looks like a magnifying glass with a little plus on it. Okay, and I have a green X, which is from this button here. You can tell it's off right now because it's not highlighted. So we're going to turn that on, and our green plus comes on. This is our needle position. We look at this box here. If I were to press the middle button, then that is the middle of our design. If we were to go press that button, that's a middle, but it's towards the top or bottom of your design, however you want to look at it. Since we had to flip our design for it to be a hat, this top row matches up with like the brim of our hat. Okay, So, in using our arrows over here to position it, we're going to slide it over. And we can see that this is a live camera. And so there's the center of our hat. But since we want it on a panel, on just one panel, we're going to keep sliding it over. There's our tape. There is our middle of our mark. Okay. I'm going to press the middle button here. These three buttons tell you how much area you're moving each time you press the button. So in order to get it lined up, I just slowed my positioning down a little bit, and now I can move it forward to get it to the height of where you would like it. And I can press the slow button here on the left for just minute increments over. So my needle position of the middle of the design is exactly in the middle of where we had marked it. So if we were to embroider this out, our design would be exactly in the middle of this panel. So hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you'd like to see something else or have a question, just drop me a note. Be happy to help you out. Thank you.